CBI has now made another arrest in the PNB scam. It has arrested a general manager rank officer of Punjab National Bank, Rajesh Jindal. Now, Jindal was holding the charge of branch head at the PNB Brady House branch in Mumbai during August 2009 to May 2011. This takes the total number of arrests to 7 in the PNB scam now.
Corruption have become a major hindrance to India's growth story. The lure of money drives the people to cheat the public and weakens the financial institutions in the country. Usually the people who are rich and who lead a luxurious lives are found involved in such scams.
Hi children, happy morning. Don't get disheartened like this. In your course book, in the second unit, we have a one-act play by Percival Wilde. Percival Wilde presents a reliable, credible person, Robert Baldwin, as his protagonist.
Ma'am, what's so special about Robert Baldwin?
Robert Baldwin is an epitome of loyalty, sincerity, and trustworthiness. He presents the model of the play with powerful dialogues.
What's the theme of the play?
It's a psychological study on corrupting influence on people. And Wilde explores greed on myriad of different points of view. And he shows how people forget their morals and ethics when money is close by.
What's the role of Robert Baldwin in the play?
Robert Baldwin is a secretary to a powerful banker, Mr. Gresham. And Gresham is under police custody for misappropriation of funds. And he offers a huge sum to him to save his scheme.
Did he accept that money?
No, never. He didn't accept that money. He stands firm on his foot. Even if his family members tempt him to accept that money, he stands upright in his thoughts and deeds.
What's the message of the play for readers?
The play shows that one can overcome such corrupting things by fixing oneself as a constant and virtuous personage like Robert Baldwin. Let us discuss the play in detail.
Percival Wilde was an American author and playwright who wrote novels, numerous short stories, and one-act plays. He also authored a textbook on the theatre arts. He was born on March 1st, 1887, New York City, and he died on September 19th, 1953, in New York City. Wilde's plays were especially popular in the Little Theatre movement. This particular play was taken from A Question of Morality and Other Plays. The title of the play is very relevant. Morality, honesty, and decency should not be skin deep. The true worth of a person is understood only when he is confronted with a testing situation. In honesty and truthfulness, there are no half measures. One is either honest or dishonest. There are no middle paths. So each hour is the hour of truth. Thematically speaking, we find that the theme of the play is greed and its ill effects on individuals. It has been creatively and realistically treated by using characters that are everyday individuals. A working man, his family, his boss, and the system. These are the necessary elements of a typical American citizen. That's what Wilde intends to portray in the main character. The main characters in the play are Mr. Robert Baldwin, who works as a secretary to Mr. Gresham in a bank, his wife Martha, his son John, and his daughter Evie. Mr. Baldwin's boss, Mr. Gresham, is under police custody for misappropriation of funds. His presence is strongly felt throughout the play, but he does not appear on the stage. Mr. Marshall, The president of Third National Bank appears in the last part of the play with a positive message for Baldwin. Robert Baldwin is the protagonist of the play. He stands for truth in spite of all temptations. Other members of his family soften their attitude towards Gresham and try to convince Baldwin to accept the offer. But Baldwin says that he wants to go to his grave clean. If he accepts this money, he will be living a lie. The play takes place in a parlor of a little cottage where a family awaits the return of the head of the family, Mr. Robert Baldwin. The concise nature of the play is found in the complex simplicity of Mr. Baldwin's case. The problem of the story is well defined. Mr. Baldwin has to choose between being honest or being dishonest. That is the simple part of the problem. The complexity lies within that his choice will affect the life of his boss. Here is also complexity in that he is offered bribe money and his family shows greed when they suddenly decide that it is okay to lie for $100,000. The play is round because the main problem of the character gets discovered, resolved, and something positive comes out of the entire experiences. Mr. Baldwin is stuck to his values and he is admired for this instead of being betrayed. Mr. Baldwin gets rewarded with a great job as a result of his integrity as a man and as a professional. This change of pace from bad energy to good energy is what makes the play dynamic. The story ends on a positive note. Gresham confesses his guilt and informs Marshall, the president of the Third National Bank, about the honesty of Robert Baldwin. Marshall offers Baldwin a position in his bank. Baldwin's principle of sticking to the truth gets rewarded at the end. The play highlights the importance of integrity of character. The message of the play. The readers become aware of evil effects of money. Money has a great influence on people, but not on truthful ones. The play ends with a positive note. The criminal confesses in the end, and virtue of Baldwin gets rewarded. God tests the truthful persons to see how far he can be truthful. Positive message is that bribe can be given better names such as compensation, help to children, gift or token of love for children, future savings, but truth wins in the end.